hit this button here. Well, hello, and welcome to the Points of Interest podcast. This is the most generic podcast on the internet. My name is Josh Hawks. I am the 303 Ninja, and right over there, he is my podcasting partner for life. He is the other guy. It's Mr. Francis Fernandez.
I was able to find GIFs of Avalanche hockey to put as the animated GIF for the show.
Oh, wow, look at you.
So now, if you're interested in hockey at all, you can go ahead and click on little hockey people playing hockey. Because I guess on a separate screen, or I don't know, are you watching the score on Google or something? Like,
I just have it. It's on my phone. It says pinned.
I see.
Well, I have a little scorekeeper on my phone.
So.
If they'd make one for the Steam Deck, then I can just have a little icon here that would keep the score for me.
I'm sure you can hack one in.
Maybe
a little score for the. See, I'm not a sports person, so I don't necessarily care. But I have a question for you. I have a quick question for you.
I mean, this is what this is. I mean, I hope so, because I've got like 3 loose things to talk about. So ask away.
Tell me about. So hockey has overtime, right? They have overtime.
Yeah.
Game, like the game's going to overtime.
Yeah.
In basketball, they can have double overtime, triple overtime. Does that happen in hockey, or does it just have the one overtime?
So in the regular season, you have a 5-minute overtime. That's 3-on-3. Usually it's 5-on-5, but you go 3-on-3 for overtime. At the end of overtime, if there is no goal, then you go into essentially sudden death, which is no different than what overtime is technically. But instead of continuing to play hockey, they do what's called a shootout, where it's you versus the goalie. Whoever scores, most or first wins. It would be like basketball, like going 1-on-1 against somebody at the end of a scoreless overtime.
So I asked this because.
But to answer your question though, during the regular season they go into overtime, then a shootout. During playoff, they will go until someone scores. There is no shootout in playoff hockey.
So games like that don't last forever, right? They have an end time that's not like, it doesn't just go on and on and on.
Well, I mean, it could potentially. I mean, I imagine there's some sort of like, hey, we've done enough. But the first year the Avalanche won a cup here in Colorado, they went into third overtime. And overtime in hockey at that time in the mid-90s was regular 20-minute periods. So the people at that game got a free extra game with their ticket, essentially. They went 3 extra periods at regular time. So I think when they won the cup, it was like 2 a.m. in Florida or something like that.
I only ask because currently the Dodgers are in the World Series with the Toronto Blue Jays. I care very little about baseball, but I know people who do care about it.
Sure.
And last night, it was an 18-inning game. The game lasted
double the length of a regular game.
7 hours. And the stand, of course, it's World Series, so no one's leaving the stands.
Sure.
People are just gonna be up there, But I'm like, I am not a fan of anything that would have me seated for 7 hours
Sure.
to see if it ends. I just, there's nothing I care about that will make me sit still for 7 hours. Like nothing. So I was just curious if like the Avalanche had a 7-hour game. Would you watch a 7-hour game? Would you, if you had tickets to go to the Avalanche and it's for the Stanley Cup, would you stay for 7 hours?
And yes.
If they make it, if they...
Oh, no doubt. No doubt what I'd say for the entire thing. There's no question. They would have to keep selling me hot dogs until, they couldn't. Or
the fact that I just saw
couldn't eat
so
anymore.
many people still in the stands, not eating hot dogs like they would be feeding you hot dogs, but there were just so many people left at the stand at like midnight or whenever the game ended. Because it was on the 17th inning at 11 something last night, so I'm assuming it's midnight that they finally finished the game. But oh my god,
that's awesome.
Thank you.
I mean, if baseball isn't incredibly exciting, this new banana boat league or whatever that is, the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They're making baseball at least a little bit more interesting. Kind of the baseball I always wanted to see. Kind of wrestling mixed with baseball. But yeah, I don't know. Even if I was given World Series tickets and they were comfy, good tickets, I don't know if I could sit through a 7+ hour baseball game. It's hard enough sitting through a 2-hour baseball game, or however long baseball takes to play.
Try to do their thing.
Try to not be the worst fucking team in the MLB, which was their only goal this season.
You got it right though. It is the Savannah Bananas. They are the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball.
That's a great description. It's so interesting to me that I actually signed up on a waiting list to get tickets for next year.
Yeah, I looked at it. It's like you have to join a lottery.
Yeah.
To get tickets. And it's closing this week, this Friday. This Friday's the last day you can get tickets for the 2026 Banana Ball League or what games or whatever that they do. I'm curious if they play against supposed AA teams, and that because the Harlem Globetrotters,
right? I think they
amateur teams.
I think they play. I think the whoever came up with it got interest enough in other cities that there's other teams that are just like them.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
They're not playing AA teams like the Globetrotters would do, just so they can fucking clown on people. No, these are other people, other teams.
Okay, I mean that's kind of cool. That's all right. You get fun from everyone versus you get to Oh, sorry, Ginger.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Josh and I have to confess, we were just talking, BSing for 2 hours before the show started.
Basically. There's a lot to catch up on.
It wasn't even that. I learned about a lovely city I want to live in.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot that happens when the red light's not on. There's a lot of different kinds of conversation that happen, and sometimes you just start talking even though you're ready to hit go, and next thing you know, you're talking about a mountain town that I lived in part-time.
Yeah. Hey, again, I saw it and I'm like, man, that is my future home someday, maybe. But anyway, so I
look at the Cucamonga and the Santa Barbara and the Rancho, and Rancho, think all the same things. Not Rancho. I was thinking San Bernardino.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice. It's fine. But anyway, no, that's the reason I wanted to bring up baseball. That's the only reason I wanted to bring it up is because someone was talking about baseball yesterday, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? That is way too many innings. That is way too long of a game. I have better things to do. So I didn't watch it to begin with, but I'm like, whoever's there, sitting there since 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and then staying till midnight. I hope the tickets were worth it, especially since tickets are like a seat was $1,200.
Okay, well then it better go fucking 16 fucking innings, because the 9 innings, that's a lot of money per inning. 16 innings brings that money down.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I do, yeah. But anyway, that's all. That's all I got to say about freaking baseball and the Dodgers and the World Series. I may never talk about it again because
I mean, if they win,
I'm assuming
they're
going to lose.
No,
Yeah,
I don't watch baseball. Who are they even playing?
Well, they're the Toronto Blue Jays, so they're against Canada right now.
Well, I mean, at least it's a good
Canada.
U.S.-Canada rivalry, you know.
Yeah, I want Canada to win. I can't imagine Canada wins very often when it comes to baseball. Hockey, yes. Baseball, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. You and I, between the two of us, I think we can say the basics in baseball rules and probably screw those up too.
The thing is, what I hate about living in California is that we have every major team, right?
Right.
In every sport. And we're supposed to, especially since I live near Los Angeles, I'm supposed to love them. Like, loving the Kings and the Dodgers and the Chargers are like part of my identity. Like, I have, like, it's part of an identity of a Californian to love those sports. Oh, and Clippers and whatever. I can't believe, you know, what we have like a million teams for all of the different sports.
Right.
The Ducks. Ugh, God. Too many things to
The
think about.
Ducks,
But anyway.
as an aside though, Francis, the Ducks put out the greatest home opening gift any hockey team has ever put out for this year.
Okay.
Their home opener, they passed out duck goey masks to every attendee. So you know how their logo is kind of a duck mask?
I'm looking at it now and I'm mad I didn't go. I would totally love
That
freaking Ducks
that
mask.
thing is the greatest home opening gift of any sports thing ever. If the eyes lit up red, it would make it even better.
But here's the thing. It's the Mighty Ducks mask.
They aren't the
Like-
Mighty Ducks anymore. You're right.
No, they're just the Ducks.
Right.
You know, you don't call it the pond. It's something else. Like,
Well, I don't know if it's a thing this year or not, but they're doing retro stuff this year. So, like the Avalanche this year, just this past week, I believe, played as the Quebec Nordiques, which is where they came from.
right.
And they played the Carolina Hurricanes, who wore the Hartford Whalers jerseys for the team they used to be. And the goalies wore old school, I mean, they were contemporary pads, but colored retro, just tan leather. And every time they brought up the scoreboard, it was fucking Hartford and Quebec. It wasn't Colorado and Carolina.
Is that one? Okay.
So maybe that's
well, the
why.
Ducks have only been Ducks. They've never been anything else. But that explains why they're using the old logo, because the Ducks now is just a D for the duck for the
Right. Well,
Ducks.
Disney fucking sold their stake in the team years ago, I think.
Maybe. I mean, they're using the old Mighty Ducks logo with the duck mask and the hockey sticks from the movie, so I'm down with that. As a matter of fact, I have one of the few hockey I went for a game many years ago. I still have one of the few pucks that has the old Ducks logo on it.
Oh, nice. That's pretty awesome. The girlfriend, there's a retro game on her birthday, March next year. So I'm trying to get us tickets to that because I think that'd be pretty cool.
I'm just glad people like sports.
Yeah, I don't care about football. You know, I care enough because, like, you know, there's people in my life that care about it. So I'm like, okay, yeah, they won. Oh, good. you know.
My office has a weekly pool to determine who wins.
Oh, a pick'ems?
And pick'ems, yeah, we do pick'ems, and I couldn't care less. It's like, okay, I just do it because everyone else is doing it. But then everyone talks about it. Like, we'll have an email chain of like people talking about football, and I'm like,
I enjoy pick'ems, actually. I don't do research. You know, if somebody's like, "Hey man, $5, to come in for the weekend," I'm like, "How many people are playing?" And do the math real quick. Oh, okay, yeah, then why not? And then I look at the thing they give you, and I just randomly go down the thing, and I just randomly pick teams. I don't. My randomness isn't based on anything really. It's just like, oh, those two teams, I like that logo more. I like the colors in this one more.
Well, I obviously choose based off the people I know. So, like, I will choose Colorado. I will choose, Seattle. I will choose Las Vegas because I know people there.
Sure.
I know people in all those cities, so those are the places I pick. I'll also only pick LA teams. So, okay, maybe the Chargers, whatever. So, like, yeah, maybe the Rams. Wait, no, are we still?
No, I think the wait.
Raiders went to Las Vegas.
Right. So they were the LA Rams. Then they went to St. Louis. They're still the Rams, I think, in St. Louis.
Oh, they're still the LA Rams.
And then they went back. Then I was like, then they moved back, I think. St. Louis. Was it St. Louis?
St. Louis Rams.
Okay. I say I don't watch football, but I fucking pulled that out of my ass somehow.
You're very right. They were the St. Louis Rams at one point, and now they're the LA Rams. San Francisco, I'll pick. 49ers, I'll pick.
Yeah.
So like, I'll pick. Yeah. I'll pick that way. And I haven't won yet. I haven't won a single one.
I mean, my success rate isn't very good, but it's still fun.
I will admit though,
it's like getting a scratch. It's like getting a $5 scratcher.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun to scratch. You don't expect anything, but if you win anything, even if it's your $5 back, you're like, oh, fuck yeah.
No, I'm with you. I get it. I get why people like scratchers, though. I get it. I watch people do scratchers, and they get excited when they get, like, I got $2. Even though it cost me $5 to get this ticket, at least I got $2 back. Like, okay.
I had $6 burning a hole in my pocket a few weeks ago. And I was bored at work. They had a lottery machine there. So I grabbed a $5 and a $1 scratcher. The $1 was fun to scratch. Then the $5, I won, I think, my money back. I think I won $6.
Oh, nice.
So I put it right back in because I was like, well, I'm not out anything. And I'm still bored. Yeah. So I got another couple scratchers. Then I won like $25. I was like, let's keep it going. Then I won like $50. I'm like, let's keep it going. Then I lost it, everything. But it wasn't bad. For $6 and get to play four times, I think I got to play. Not bad.
That's what gambling does to you. I mean, that's what I do when I'm in Vegas. I'll just stick to the nickel or penny slots. And I'll just sit there and like, I'll make a couple $100 here. Sometimes I've made that much, but then I just spend it all because I'm like, I'm not really doing anything else at the moment. And if I end up at zero, like if I just get my money back, the buck that I put in, the $10 that I put in.
What's a roll? A roll of nickels is what, $5, right? No, $2 is a roll of nickels. Yeah, on a nickel slot, you could fuck some shit up with a roll of nickels.
Yeah, again, like as long as I break even, I enjoy gambling. But if I don't break even, so you have to know when to stop. But yeah.
Oh, I don't at all. That's why I don't play video poker. And if I do, I just play against a CPU because I want to see, what's it called? The flop. I want to see it. I want to be a part of it every time. I don't care what my cards are. They might become something after the flop. So I just bet. I'm in on every fucking hand. I don't know what good hands and bad hands are.
Well, that recently reminds me that some people make a living. This is how they make a living, folks. This is what they do for a living, is they play, because there's online digital poker that you can make real money from. And all they do for their 8 hours of quote-unquote work is play video, I guess it's video, but online poker for real money. Like, that's their life. No, thank you.
No.
That sounds awful. That just sounds...
watching the World Series of Poker was like a thing in the early 2000s. Much like the Magic Bullet was for you and one of your partners. The World Series of Poker was for me and my partner. Only not after coitus. It was just something to watch while you're stoned. It was fun for a few minutes here and there. Is what I'm getting at. I don't think I could do that as like a guy I used to work for a million years ago. He recently got into not video poker, but poker. What is that? What's it actually? What's it called?
Which one? Texas Hold'em?
Texas Hold'em. And he entered some high dollar fucking tournament recently and placed 16th out of, I don't know, 1,000 people or something like that. And walked away with quite a bit of bit of money.
Oh yeah.
But he was Facebooking his updates, and I'm just like, holy shit! Like, some people just have a talent for this.
Yeah, no joke, man. I will only watch highlights. I will never watch full games. Like full poker games. I'll only watch highlights and be like, oh, watch this person dominate this other person.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, I'll watch that.
I just recently watched there's some teenager, like a little Filipino kid or something like that. It was a like 5-minute video of him just dominating people, and I'm like, holy shit, good for this kid. Like, he found it. He's old enough to do it. He got in there. He won. Hopefully he fucking runs with the money.
I mean, that's their life. That's how they live. Is just playing this game. They just travel the world and play this game, and that's it. Like, some people that's like their story. Their story is, well, I picked up poker one day and then I was really good at it, and I did it for... It's like, cool.
Here I am, standing behind a pile of money, behind my own signature sunglasses. My name's Phil Hellmuth.
Oh. I know who that is. Oh, man.
Okay, wait, hang on. I'm really good at poker. I just didn't get the same sponsorships. I'm Phil Ivey.
Wait, is that true, or is that...
I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
You're just saying the famous names.
Well, I figured if you knew Phil Hellmuth, you'd know Phil Ivey too. Then.
Yeah. I like that they wear I like that sometimes they wear the NASCAR jackets or whatever.
Oh,
except it's all for
sponsorships,
poker and stuff. It's not real brands. It's just like poker.com
right
or whatever. I was like, yeah, okay, buddy.
I like that they wear glasses that are mirrors on the outside, mirrors on the inside.
The ones that get me are the chatty ones. The ones who just refuse to shut up when they're playing the game. And I know it's a psychological thing because it makes people antsy or whatever. But man, I'm like, dude, just stop talking.
Or it's the last two. People not on the table, but on that particular hand, and the one guy who doesn't have anything is in a more confident position, and the guy that actually has something, that has the winning hand, is doubting himself, going and it's the jibber jabber back and forth. I don't understand it because it's all poker jargon and lingo.
It's the ultimate bluff, I guess, right? If you act super confident, your opponent thinks you have better cards than you really do. Which I get, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't have the mindset or the patience for it, because I don't want to wait. The flop, the river, all that stuff. I don't want to wait till the end to see if we won. Just tell me if I won.
No, sure. But you don't know unless all the other cards are thrown down. They have to have fun names, otherwise it's just, you're just laying cards down. There's no drama if you just lay cards down. If you lay one down called the fucking river, and apparently that means more.
Anyway, I don't know. I was a little obsessed with... Actually, I get off and on obsessed with poker every once in a while. I just will watch YouTube videos or whatever of poker games. So.
But, I mean, I'm sitting here on this side fully admitting to watching hours of World Series of Poker with the girlfriend in the early 2000s. Yeah. BET After Dark wasn't on quite yet. I bet you World Series of Poker is. Had we known about the Magic Bullet, we would have watched that too.
Yeah, having been to Vegas during the World Series, man, it's crazy over there.
I bet.
Because it's not just the World Series. Every casino has
some sort of
special,
sort of tournament going on.
Howdy, Puff. I hope you play poker.
Puff, push.
Puff, push. Why did I say Puff?
I don't know why you said Puff.
Hey, Push. We are close to Halloween. Oh, we should be talking about Halloween stuff, but you actually promised we talk about Halloween.
We did. We did. I'll start then.
Okay.
The girlfriend and I did a Halloween event this past week, actually. One that we've done for a few. I don't think we went last year, but we've done pretty much every year we've been together. It's in a park. We were talking about parks before we hit the record button. But this one they call it Magic of the Jack-o'-lanterns. I almost every time want to say Magic of the Gathering, which is an ICP thing.
It's a game, yeah.
Yeah, or that too.
Magic of the Gathering.
But it's just this part that they have probably close to 1,000 jack-o'-lanterns set up. All real pumpkins, at least that I could tell. Music, lighting, there's big murals, like pumpkin murals of T-Rexes and Master Chiefs and Simpsons. What else do we see? Dinosaurs. They got like a little beer garden area. You can get a hot chocolate. You can make your own s'mores. It's just a very Halloween-y type of area. And it's just fun. When we went to our little vacation at the end of September, we went to a Spirit Halloween as well. Because it was there and we had nothing to do. We were on vacation.
Sure.
So we stepped in, and there was no pressure for me to buy a costume, but I felt like, when's the next time I'm going to be around costumes? And I've already, not that I've already worn out the costumes that I have, but, let's see if something catches my eye. And so we go through. There was a Riddler costume with like a bowler hat and the whole 9 yards. But I was like, I have a green suit already. I should just get some iron-on material, make question marks, and make the question marks, Be crafty. So I talked myself out of the Riddler. And I'm going through, and there was like some vampire stuff, and I was like, that's kind of cool, but I'm not a vampire. Like, that's not me. That's not the right vibe. Then I found my aisle. Muppets. I found Super Grover. I was really hoping for Waiter Grover, but Super Grover was there, so I took Super Grover. I don't know any Super Grover lines. That was part of the problem when we were walking around. But everybody.
Super Grover lines? Do you need them?
I didn't need them. But it would have been nice to know a couple.
Okay.
But everybody recognized who I was. A lot of people thought she was Miss Piggy, but she was actually Glinda, the Good Witch. But
well, I'm sure everyone thought that you themed your couple's costume.
Yeah. Which we had done in the past. We were Piggy and Kermit last year. 2 years ago. I don't remember. But either way, yeah, it was cool. It was a lot of fun, and I'm hoping, depending on what time I work on Halloween, to sneak in one more quick little event of some sort. Go someplace in a costume. I don't know which one, but some sort of costume. Might be time to break out Deadpool again. I don't know.
It's been a while.
It has. I don't know if I can fit in that costume anymore. I'm kind of fat.
But you technically you really had the mask and then you wore stuff, regular clothing.
I mean,
technically you only needed masks.
Yeah, I do have a Deadpool bodysuit, but I've always worn a cup. But I've never worn it without pants or shorts because nobody needs to see that. Like, I have a cup in case, someone was like, don't be such a wuss and just wear the bodysuit. I have a cup, but I just wore pants or shorts because I was trying to do President Deadpool. So I wore, a tie and slacks and shit.
I mean, you always wear a dancer's belt.
Yeah, the cup, dancer's belt, all the same thing.
Yeah, but the cup I feel is more bulgy than the dancer's belt.
Well, I mean, it's more superhero-y too.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna find another costume for...
I don't know about another costume, but I definitely have 4 or 5 to choose from if I get the chance to go do something. Which was funny, actually, because my boss was giving me a hard time that I was going to go do this Halloween thing. Because that same day at work...
Oh.
It all fits, Francis. It all fits. Okay. Just a couple hours before this, going and hanging out at the Halloween thing, I got thrown down a flight of stairs at work. So he was pretty impressed that I was going to go and do anything that involved being vertical.
I mean, but it's your time, it's your free time. It's free time to do the thing you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, we're roughly the same age, but I think he's definitely more older, my boss is, than I am. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's wise versus age-wise.
Yeah, like an experience, life experience probably. Not just different life experiences. He's much more an adult than I am. On our last day of our work week, actually, he was talking about how he couldn't wait to get home, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm getting out of here and going to a concert." He's just like, "You're fucking crazy."
I feel like nowadays, especially, there are the people around our age have split into 2 different categories: the old school. Those old school middle-aged people who are like, I just want to go home and lay down.
Right. I just want to go drink a box of wine, watch my shows, and
yeah. And then there's the other half are like, I still feel like I'm 20. I feel like I can still go out. I feel like I'm young enough to still be able to go.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not going to the bars. I'm not going to clubs.
Yeah, you didn't go to the bar and clubs before when you were younger either.
No, but like, do I want to be out at 10:30 at night? No, but if I'm already out at 10:30 at night, that's different.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm doing something that I enjoy, which concerts are fucking awesome. So it's like, take advantage of the fact that you can go.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of miss a reason to do Halloween. I haven't had a reason to in many years to do anything Halloween. I don't have kids,
Well, I mean, I've seen your neighborhood. It looks like it would be a good Halloween neighborhood.
It hasn't been for a while because I think my neighborhood is mostly older people. So I don't know.
I think you should sit out there in your way back circuit board costume, sit on your porch and hand out or scream at people to come up and take candy from you.
maybe it'd be nice to just like put just a bucket down there and hope for the best.
Like, yeah, put a bucket down at the sidewalk level, and you sit at the top at the porch and be like, "Yeah, there's candy for you."
Yeah.
And one kid comes by and takes it all.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know.
it's weird to me to see the decline of Halloween. The decline of Halloween interest in kids. And maybe it's because I don't have any. But what fucking... How can anybody think walking around in a parking lot, taking food out of people's trunks of their cars or hatches out of people's cars is fun?
Oh, are you replying to Doll for saying that nobody does trick-or-treat in the neighborhood?
No, that just popped up as I was talking. That's called
scripted. It's called scripted.
Yeah, it's scripted. Thank you. Thanks, Doll, for paying attention and not going at page 8. That was definitely a page 7 move. Thank you.
It's not even that. Like, in general, it doesn't feel spooky. But mind you, I'm not into it either as an adult. But like, I don't feel like social media is really being spooky. It doesn't feel like the people around me are being spooky. I'll go out during the weekend and I look around. It's like it's not spooky. Like,
I mean, have you been to I forgot what they call it. Knott's Berry. Fright.
Oh well, we have right.
Fright.
Yeah.
Fright. What do they call it?
Well, so Universal Studios has Fright Night, and then Scary Farm is
Not Scary. Yeah. See, I knew it had the punny name for Halloween. I just couldn't remember it.
And people do go because I hear that the haunted mazes are really popular right now. Like, people are really checking out the haunted mazes. But yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I haven't gone to that. Maybe maybe that's my problem. I should just go to those things.
I mean, I don't know. You're in LA. I imagine every corner bar around Halloween's going to have some sort of Halloween, costume party thing. And there's going to be the whole, you get the skimpy, nurse and skimpy cop and skimpy schoolgirl and...
It's not even that, and I don't know if it's necessarily a trunk or treat thing either. It's the fact that like storefronts used to put like spray painted spiders and skeletons and pumpkins in their storefronts, and like mainstream grocery markets and stuff would have like cobwebs around the store just for the season. Now, when you go into like a Target or like a Safeway or something, it's just a little thing here that says, "Hey, buy the candy in these orange and black standees, and put the candy in. Just get the candy."
And like the cobweb is attached to the display.
Well, there's not even that. But like, I remember back in my day, they put cobwebs on like the doorways, and they would put like hanging skeletons like in the entranceway of the grocery store, like of a mainstream like grocery store, and they would just do stuff like that. Or they'd have like you go to a Starbucks and there's a little Dracula that goes "Ooh," every time you pass by it or something, or a mummy that like raises his hands. Nothing like that anywhere. Nothing. And it makes me just like, nobody cares anymore. Are we just too bored? Like, those are Instagram moments. Those are TikTok moments.
Yeah. For the I don't know. I mean, Halloween's my favorite holiday. So I don't go through the troubles of decorating my room differently for the season. I do partake in a few more of the more seasonal type of movies that you would watch around the Halloween time. I'm into the costume stuff. If I was going to be home and my neighborhood actually did anything, even if it was like a community type of trunk or treat thing, I would Yeah, I don't know about trunk or treat participating in that because I can't get on board with that. But if it was like in the fucking community center, the clubhouse or something like that, which is even lamer, really, the more I'm thinking about it. I think I'd just be like, look, if you want candy, come to my apartment front, and I'll give you candy there. I'm not doing this over here. I don't know. It's just weird to me because when I was a kid, I took my pillowcase, and the goal was to Santa Claus myself all the way home.
Right.
And then pour it all out in front of my parents so they can go through and check all the candy, quote unquote, which I really think they were just taking all the stuff they enjoyed out, so they didn't have to go trick-or-treating. And you just end up with, the no-name, no-brand candies and, broken suckers and stuff like that. All the Snickers and all the Milky Ways are gone because your parents like those. Because they're always looking for a razor.
The mythical razor.
Yeah, I don't even think it was mythical. I think it became mythical just because it happened one time, and it was a family member that gave it to another family member.
It's supposed to be in candied apples, or whatever.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna mess with the fucking snack size Snickers.
Yeah, I guess I'm just sad that, like, I mean, not to turn this into the geriatric podcast, but, like, man, do I feel like holidays mean less in the grand scheme of things. I guess because, again, I don't have a family. I don't have, like, a girlfriend or a wife or something. I don't have anyone to kind of, like, co-celebrate with, which I guess is part of the fun. Like, the point of these types of holidays is to celebrate with someone, not to just do it by yourself.
Sure.
Right? Like, usually, you want to be like, oh.
Just a different perspective, perhaps.
Yeah, like that's what gave meaning to a lot of the holidays for me, was like, I am celebrating this with someone. Like, my ex-wife was big on that many years ago when I had one, right? Big into holidays.
I mean, you still have an ex-wife.
I do have an ex-wife, that's true. I don't know. It's funny to say that, 15 years later. It's been 15 years. But, she was into Halloween, so that's what made Halloween special. Because there was someone who was really into it. We didn't have kids, but she was into it. So like, all right, let's celebrate Halloween and go to, mazes or haunted houses or whatever. And we made an effort to go to like pumpkin patches or mazes and stuff. Same with Christmas, right? Like, you have somebody to give a gift to that isn't just family. It's like, yeah, this is fun, this is cool. And now to me, they're just like, oh, it's another day in the year.
I don't know. I think. Yeah, I think it's perspective.
It can be, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think the magic of it, when the magic of some of the holidays, including Halloween, kind of gets buried with age, I think, a little bit.
Yeah.
The last time I trick-or-treated, I was 14, probably. 13 or 14. And if ever since then, when kids did come to the door, regardless of where I was living, if teenagers did show up, like, I'd just make them work a little bit harder for the candy, as opposed to a little kid going trick or treat. Like, okay, that's good. You said the words. You get all the candy. But if you're a teenager, then you show up as a ninja, right? You better hit me with a pose, or do a monkey flip or something.
You're the reason why cosplayers have to memorize poses, because that's the thing about being a cosplayer, right? You have to be able to mimic the pose of the character you're playing.
You can't just dress up as somebody and get recognition. Do you remember how many guys you and I have encountered over the years that have dressed up as Scorpion from Mortal Kombat that actually has the spear? The wrist spear thing. And none of them ever pose with it, or if they do, they hold it themselves. What did I make them do? I grabbed the damn spear as if they were stabbing me. Now pose as if you just thrown it at me. That's the picture you take. You remember the time we ran into that guy dressed as Akuma? And he just stood in front of me smiling, and I was like, I'm not taking your picture. Like, you got to hit me with the pose. Akuma doesn't stand and smile.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So we hit like 3 different poses, and I took pictures of them. We saw Paul Stanley. It may have been Paul Stanley. It may have been a really good cosplayer, but, if he wasn't kissing the crowd, I wouldn't have taken pictures of him. If he was just standing there smiling, I wouldn't take, that's not what Paul Stanley does.
What's his face? Dad?
Ace Frehley.
Ace Frehley.
Yeah. It's weird how the YouTube algorithm works. Like, I have 0 interest in Kiss. Respect, there's some respect there, right? But I have 0 interest in Kiss. They have 4 good songs. They're fucking disco rock to the T. For some reason, I've been bombarded with Kiss-history videos. I know more about Ace Frehley and Peter Criss than I ever wanted to know.
I'll thank Twitter for that one. Twitter put it on my timeline that he died.
It hit all the things, but for some reason, YouTube was just like, here's some information on Kiss now.
You wanted to know.
And I was just like, I have nothing else to do, so I guess I'll watch this quick video about the history of Ace Frehley.
One of Kister, man. It's kind of the worst.
It kind of is. But it fits the most teeth. Everything about Kiss is the worst.
That's true.
Like you said, they got
an arena football team for a while. And
what?
Yeah, I think they owned an arena football team for a second.
Let's just talk about arena football for a second. All right, we did.
I went to an arena football game.
Let's take an already boring and confusing sport, and let's confuse it even further, and let's add some excitement.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I would try to watch it because I'm like, okay, it's new, it's interesting. Let's give it a shot. What the fuck am I watching? I don't understand what's going on here.
I get it. It's no lingerie ball or whatever.
That was... everybody wanted to see that for a wardrobe malfunction, but...
Good night, Ginch. Thanks for staying up.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah. Even the XFL, the first incarnation of the XFL, I couldn't... It was fun to watch.
XFL. I don't think it was Arena. I think it was XFL that I watched.
Okay.
Which was the one that they, the team consisted of, average Joe guys who were just happened to be, truck drivers and, garbage men, and they made up the team of the football.
It sounds like the XFL because they had a lot of, it was, Vince McMahon owned it. So it was very WWE F at the time presented. I think most of the players had nicknames on their backs as opposed to their actual names.
Oh, maybe it wasn't XFL because XFL is 2020. I want to say I went before that.
So that'd be more arena football, I bet then.
Yeah, I think it was because I'm like, it can't be. It's too freaking early. Yeah. Okay, so arena football was founded in 1987. Okay, so it must have been arena football because it was in the mid 2000s when I think I saw arena football. So yeah. Anyway, there you go.
Yeah, well,
sports talk for some weird reason.
Yeah,
sports talk.
and yeah, Halloween stuff. Still with Halloween, I went to a concert this past weekend in Halloween gear. Still, excuse me, as Super Grover. Nobody really cared at the concert, but
I thought they knew who you were. I thought they were fine.
At the event, yes.
Oh.
At the Halloween event, yes. At the concert, no one cared because everybody's dressed up in some sort of weird costume at an EDM show. There's a few things that have hit my bingo list this year, at EDM shows I never thought I would say out loud or see. A few weeks ago, a DJ somehow mixed in Blind Melon's one-hit wonder song.
We talked about last week, yeah.
Which we talked about. So I heard Shannon Hoon's voice mixed into EDM, and it worked, but it was, I'm sure Shannon was rolling in his grave. This past week, I'm sitting there enjoying the show so far, well, first of all, the headliner, who already, he's Joe Blow, whatever his name is, but he's the DJ, goes by, what the hell's his name? He goes by Daily Bread. So
how Christian.
Yeah, well, he's from the South too, so maybe. But so he's a dude that goes by an alias, and then the alias has an alter ego named the Cloud Conductor. So the Cloud Conductor is who opened the show, even though it was the headliner guy. But you don't address him as Daily Bread. He's the Cloud Conductor.
It's like it's like having that guy that we met at Disneyland open for Steve Aoki. Like how do you do that, really? Like, you're just playing for yourself. It's like having Daft Punk without the helmets, like, open for Daft Punk with helmets.
I mean, the closest thing I could think of at the time, it was like fucking Garth Brooks and the alter ego he had.
Oh, that's right. He did have. Wow. Yeah, but oh god.
So like Garth Brooks was like the country pop, star, and then his alter ego was like still a country star, but I think but different facet of country, I think.
Yeah. So his.
Was a name like Brad Armstrong or some shit?
So Garth Brooks' alter ego is. Okay, this is the AI, so I'm not not really sure how real this is. Oh, so apparently it was Chris Gaines, a fictional Australian rock star.
Chris Gaines, a fictional Australian? See, he even faked an accent on top of that?
I kind of want to hear him do, But yeah, so his album as Chris Gaines is very, like, Chris Angel. Looks like Chris Angel with, like, the little, and everything. The dark hair, the eyeliner.
Yeah.
Looks stupid, but Miley Cyrus is making more and more sense now that I've seen Garth Brooks. If Garth Brooks is trying to pretend to be emo, I'm sure.
Sure. And an Australian.
I'm sure she looked at that and said, "Oh, I can do the same. I can naked.
I could be a wrecking ball." So the DJ goes by an alias, has an alter ego, which that was cool. You get to see the headliner twice in one day. I mean, it's like seeing Bruce Wayne and Batman, but whatever.
How different was the music between the alter ego?
Pretty different. I mean, same equipment, same kind of song structure, just downbeat. Like more vibey as opposed to energy music, high energy music. But we had a few openers, and a lot of times at EDM or DJ type of shows, they'll have multiple tables set up with controllers or turntables. And so the back of the stage, I see that there's an actual turntable set back there. And I'm like, oh, I see a guy getting set. We're about to get a live DJ set. This is going to be full of scratching, and this is going to be fun. The girlfriend shows me the lineup. On there, the next person that's coming up that says Big Boy. So I go, oh, okay, cool. And then I look on the stage, and there's a pretty big dude setting up the table. So I'm like, well, yeah, sure. Seeing Big Boy from Outkast was not on the bingo card this year. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun, actually. He is, I mean, we all know he got rid of his best friend, Andre 3000, but he replaced Andre 3000 with another skinny black dude that's just as charismatic, just less weird.
Okay.
So he did all of Andre's parts. And there's, how can I word this? Early 2000s Atlanta R&B has a fucking sound and a vibe to it.
Right.
It is very distinct, and it was very almost uncomfortable to see two relics of music thinking that they're still in the 2000s, hyping the crowd with can someone say yeah and all sort of, you know, type of hype 90s and early 2000s hype, crowd hype moves.
I guess I'm trying to picture kind of his type of music.
Oh, all he did was play Outkast music. That's all he played.
Oh, okay.
It was just, I mean, there's probably a couple singular Big Boy songs mixed in there, but they were basically all Outkast songs because he had the video playing for every song that was being played, and there's Andre, and that's what, I didn't realize it was Big Boy at first. I was going, why are they playing Outkast videos? I'm not that Outkast. I knew Andre. I didn't really know Big Boy. He was in the group, but you know, I'm more paying attention to the alien over here.
I mean, that's good for him. Good for them to be able to like put in that music and like, because I feel like it doesn't really connect. I don't see
it was a palate cleanser because everything up to that was all, you know, EDM. It was all based off of controllers and some sort of gizmo where, you know, yes, they are digital records, but there's an actual DJ playing on dink dink actual records. So that changes the feel big time. But yeah, it was cool to see them out there. They actually had a can of oxygen, like the ones you can get at the grocery stores. The one was like on Shark Tank.
Oh, sure.
They had one up there, and they were like taking hits of it in between songs and complaining. Not really complaining, but like, how do you guys do this at this altitude? It was crazy.
I mean, it is, but that's why you acclimate. That's why you stay there for a while.
Well, I don't think people have the time. I don't think artists have that kind of time. I don't know. I've never seen an artist's schedule. I mean, other than our Comic-Con friends, you know, which may be 2 or 3 days home if they got back-to-backs. We only had 2 or 3 days home back-to-back on a couple shows.
Yeah, that's about right, yeah.
Was a touring band? I don't know. I have no idea.
That's a very good point. I do not know.
I mean, I imagine. Well, I really don't know. I mean, I know some guys have, you know, especially in the EDM, they've been here. Some of them have lived here. So they've set up a pop-up or a meet and creep of somewhere, you know, a day or two before the show. But I imagine a lot of people just fly in for the show, do their thing, and fly to the next city. Or fly home before they fly to the next city. Wherever home is. I don't know. But yeah, it was a pleasant surprise. Definitely not something I expected. Like the Shannon Hoon getting mixed in. Did not expect to see Big Boy.
I feel like that's a big enough artist to be in the program.
He was, but that just because you see, it didn't say Big Boy of Outkast. It just said Big Boy. That could fucking be anybody.
Guess. I mean, it's spelled a certain way, though. That's the thing. He has that special way of
fair. You mentioned Daft Punk a little bit ago. You had the 2 Daft Punk robots. You had the one that had the full plexiglass face shield. Then you had the one that had the strip plexiglass. The one that had the strip plexiglass mask. Just recently, within the last month or few weeks, did a live DJ set for the first time in 16 years. Sans mask.
It looked like a little French guy.
It's a good thing he wore a mask all those years, because he looks like a little dainty French guy.
Yeah, he's the Daft Punk are goofy looking dudes.
They are. They're definitely very 80s Euro looking dudes. For sure.
I don't know what they look like now, but the one I saw when they were big, before they got big, before they were known for the masks, like, they look like children. I think they're in their 20s, but they're like, you look like you're...
Yeah, I think they were like in their mid-20s when they actually like started making music together.
So I just find it funny that they look like adorable little boys. Little children.
Now, little children aren't always adorable, Francis.
Not always, no.
Not always. With my job, sometimes I have to deal with some pretty nasty children. It's not fun.
Oh, I thought you were going to elaborate. But okay.
No. I've been hurt a lot at my work the last week. My back has taken a beating the last week at my work. It's not fun.
Yeah.
It's painful.
Children don't like Halloween anymore. Are more delinquent. I'm just gonna be that old man yelling at this guy, this generation, man.
No, you're gonna be the old man yelling from your porch, please come take some candy from me.
While I throw a rock at you.
Yeah, that'll get their attention. You set up a spike strip in front of your house.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, your tires are flat. Well, I've got some candy here.
Just start lobbing it at them.
Go rent a van, like a panel van.
Yeah.
Park.
Chris Hansen.
There you go. You just found out your fucking your costume. You just walk into random people's houses. Hi, I'm Chris Hansen.
Oh no.
That'd be funny, especially if you had another friend with you with a camera and a boom mic.
You're free to go outside. I won't stop you.
Yeah. But this is my own house.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, we have cameras and microphones set up through this whole thing. God, what a fucked up show. I don't know if this is something high to land on or not, but I ordered something like a month and a half ago, and it's finally, I'm finally getting it this week, and I'm happy about it.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna be, speaking of houses, I'm breaking into people's house. No, I won't. You can't say that out loud. I'm getting a lockpick thing.
Oh,
and
you can say that. You can say that out loud.
Yeah, well, what I was starting to say, you can't really say out loud. But yeah, it's gonna be nice to just have something to keep my hands busy and have a little skill to work on again.
I mean, it's so tough to find a good hobby as we get older, because a lot of hobbies are meant for people with a lot of energy and a lot of flexibility to do. Older hobbies, sometimes hobbies include sports. Martial arts was my hobby when I was young. I don't feel like I can do that anymore.
Yeah, it's been suggested with the job that I do to maybe go to a BJJ class, not a BJ class, but a BJJ class.
Can I just tell you that the most fun I've had doing martial arts was Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Before it became popular, I was really into it, and I was at my most fit. It was amazing. I really, really enjoyed it. So I feel like that's a good time. I would do it again.
Yeah, I worry about things like staff at places like that. Not, staff being there to teach you. I'm talking about the fucking bacteria staff.
Oh, Yeah, I won't lie. I won't lie. I had ringworm as a result of it. So,
Yeah, I don't want straight ring crooked nothing worms. I got enough stomach problems.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is where I sprained both my ankles at the same time, not from doing the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but like, so there's this. I'll just tell the story real quick because I don't know if we're ending or not.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So when I was doing Brazilian, I'm sure I mentioned this story before, but I'll say it again because I think it's such a funny story. So I was doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and most opponents, I don't know why they didn't. I didn't really like roll with a lot of guys, but there was this one girl who would like roll with me all the time. And one, there's locker rooms to change and everything, and we get out of our gis, get into like normal street clothes, and I'm watching her. She did it. She's walking away from the thing. We had just done a class, and I'm watching her walk away, and there's like this slope, but both sides of the slope just go straight down into like a little flower bed sort of.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't paying attention. I was just busy staring at her ass, and I fell, and both my ankles went inward, and I sprained them both. And so I had to drive home, hobble to my car, and drive home. It took about like the 5-minute walk took about half an hour because I could only go a couple inches every step before wincing and crying. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, yeah, worth it.
Worth it.
Good to stare.
Worth it.
But for a while, that's nice.
I mean, a couple sprained ankles. You don't need ankles to roll.
I mean, yeah, I was a kid. I was young. I'm like, I'll heal. It only took like a week for it to heal, so I'm like, okay.
It reminds me of when Vince McMahon stormed into the ring one time, but there was a botched ending. Yeah, he came out as Mr. McMahon doing the walk, and he you know how the wrestlers kind of jump and slide into the ring? I'm sure you've seen that.
I've seen that, yeah.
So he went to go do that. When he did that, he blew out both of his quads at the same time. So he slides in, he blows his quads out, goes to stand up, and immediately falls onto his ass because he has no ability to get up. But he's not selling it on his face. He's still mad about the ending of the match. Trying to scold people from an ass down position. It was hilarious.
I mean, at least he stayed in character. Good for him.
Yeah. It's a funny. I mean, like you know what happened because the title is of the video is that. But when you're seeing it live for the first time, you're like, why is he just sitting there? I don't get it. Yeah, it's because he blew out both of his fucking. He couldn't stand up. He physically couldn't stand up. Very, and that's why we love wrestling and.
Well, you do.
I do.
I haven't gotten into it yet. Still haven't gotten into it.
It's okay.
Maybe one day.
It's okay. The girlfriend is lightly into it. She gets it.
Here's the thing. Couples have a tendency to just dip their toe into whatever their significant other is into. It's just a thing that couples do. Whether they're into it or not, or they'll discover that they're into it because their significant other is into it.
Sure.
So.
And that goes back to the age-old question of you'll find someone that's just like you. I don't want to date me. I'm fucking boring. You know what I'm trying to say. Like,
I know what you're trying to say, but I don't know how true that is.
I want to find someone that's into the complete opposite things of me, so I get to experience new shit. If I date someone that's into the exact same shit I'm into, we're never going to experience anything new.
I mean, I get it, but it's nice to be able to share in those things that you guys love. You're never going to find a one-to-one, though. That's
No,
the thing.
no.
Find a one-to-one that's into everything that you're into. And vice versa. It's impossible. Unless you're dating yourself.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, we have the technology. We almost can do that. I mean, the age gap alone there's plenty of conversation there. just, differences and things people haven't or have experienced. But yeah, being into, there's plenty of things that we're into the same things, but plenty enough not that we both get to experience new shit over these 5 years so far.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Good.
But enough of that sappy stuff. Oh, Francis, where can people find you on the internets if they wanted to do so? Because it's hot in here. I need to open a window and stop recording things. It's hot.
It's your computer. Linktree.com/aka the other guy for all things that I do. Other social medias, like Instagram, TikTok. I never go on TikTok. I have a TikTok. I have all these other ones. And then, a place where you can buy books that I've written in. Award-winning books. If you get into fantasy, urban sci-fi, and or redone fairy tales, this is the place to go.
Did you say urban sci-fi?
Yeah, it's called urban fantasy. Yeah, there's a genre of book. Like the story I wrote was a noir detective who dealt with supernatural murders and stuff like that. So, yeah.
I've never heard that.
It's called urban fantasy. So if you're into that kind of stuff, go check it out.
So, like, would film noir be urban fantasy?
No, it has to have like a fantasy element to it. So like it can't just be urban. It just can't be noir. It has to be noir with vampires or noir with magic or something.
So Dick Tracy.
Sort of.
I'm just trying to buy time, Francis. I'm just trying to eat like 45 seconds of time. I guess we did it. I guess we ate that time. So you can find me. Damn it, I had it pulled up just to make sure I don't fuck up, but I'm fucking up because I don't have it pulled up. You can find me at Linktree. What is it? Linktree.com/the303ninja for all things POI and me. If you're interested in me stuff. I don't know how interesting I am, but you can see pictures of stuff I'm doing. And then
you just called yourself boring.
I mean, I feel like I am, but to the outsider, people like my stories. I think it's just the enhancements you throw out there, like the ending of the song. I better stop talking. We'll be back next time. See you guys later. Bye.